Not again! Not again! Not again! Not again!
Hello everybody. The Toy Story 5 trailer just dropped randomly today. I don't know why, it just dropped, like, it just dropped out of nowhere. So I wanted to cover, it's kind of like a sequel to the video I made when the teaser came out. I was having a mental breakdown when there was no reason of why Woody just kind of like popped up out of nowhere in the trailer. Um, we're gonna go over the trailer just bit by bit. I have it playing in like the background so I can like remember because my memory lost like a fucking idiot. So the weirdest thing is that I didn't know like the trailer, right? Like Forky is still an integral part apparently, because the first thing they show the trailer here is Forky's wedding with the female Forky, which is a knife. I think it's like a woman. And they actually changed the animation style. They did a Sony, guys. They like changed it up and make it look like Spider-Verse. And I honestly think it actually looks quite cool. I feel like Pixar should try to do something actually like this, you know? But then it goes back to the average, normal CGI sort of look. And clearly Bonnie is older, and then it shows the villain of this movie. The lily pad. Okay, guys, the lily pad. Real interesting villain. Like, I don't think she's very interesting. It's just an iPad. Well, she's on it like all day, right? That's what the trailer kind of shows. It's like at the beginning of the trailer, I thought Woody wasn't going to appear at all because Jessie looked like she had like the main character role, which I think that's where it's like going with. They're trying to make her like the main character, which I honestly feel like they should have done that to begin with and just not have Woody around at all. But you know, it's whatever, I guess. It's fine, alright. If they really wanted to do that movie, that's the way I would have done it. And apparently, right, there's this walkie-talkie that was not... There was nothing about a walkie-talkie, okay? There's walkie-talkie, and they can talk to Woody through the walkie-talkie, and the walkie-talkie's through like this other freaking... where him and Bo Peep are. And they're like talking to each other through it. Why would Bonnie keep this walkie-talkie that doesn't connect to another walkie-talkie? It's so weird. And there's nothing at the end of Toy Story 4. You're telling me they didn't exchange any walkie-talkies? I'm really confused here. So, and it also does sound like the voices for the characters, like I know they're getting older, but I feel it shows you how long this franchise has been dragged on for, is that the voice actors don't really sound like themselves anymore. Well, some of them, like, you can tell Tom Hanks's voice is like really, it's starting to struggle doing Woody now. I don't know, that might have just been me, but I don't know, that's kind of what I saw here. And something else interesting about the trailer is that Bo Peep only appears for like 1 second in the whole trailer. And then Woody just appears back. He just appears back with the boys. He's like, "Yo, Buzz, what's up, bro? Wow!" They dap up like that, bro. They literally dap up. I'm not even joking. They dap up, bro. Bros before hoes, guys. Bros before hoes. One of my friends said that. It was really funny. Yeah, and then he just appears, and he has freaking cape, like he looks like some sort of superhero, and Woody's going bold. He's literally going bold, bro. Superhero, and Woody's going bold. He's literally going bold, bro. The toy is from like the 60s, isn't it? Like he's from like the 50s or 60s. His toy. You would think there would be more damage in like that amount of time. You know what I mean? But whatever, bro. I don't know. I thought it was really comedic how he had a bald spot, to be honest. That was the funniest part of the whole trailer to me. It's just really weird. Like, it just ruins the ending of Toy Story. I'm sorry, but... One thing I can say, though, the compliments I can say, is that this premise does look interesting. It does look interesting. I'm not saying, like, it doesn't. Like, the smallest little things, like the wooden floors, like... You know, like the lily pad itself, like it's starting to get to the point where it looks too realistic. Like I was thinking about that, like when I rewatched Toy Story 4 recently, and I've kind of thought the same thing about it. It's like it's getting too realistic. Like I remember that rain scene, and like the the fourth movie where like Bo Peep was going away and like the flashback, right, where Bo Peep was like moving away or some shit, and like the cardboard box or some shit, I don't remember. But that scene was like so realistic with the rain and shit. And now it's like it's getting to the point where like the toys don't look real anymore. They look so like, well, they look more real than they did before, which is like it's kind of like ruined the charm of what the older art style kind of looked like Toy Story 3 and stuff. But hey, it's whatever. It's I just don't think the lily pad is that threatening of a character. You know what I mean? In comparison to the other villains we have had in the Toy Story franchise, I just don't. I don't think. I don't know. That's just my opinion. It's just a walking iPad, and this is my theory, right? What they should have done for this movie, you know, other than the fact that if they really wanted to do this and make it some freaking shitty cash grab, right, which it already fucking is, let's be honest here. But the only compliment I can give it is that the plot is promising. I'm not saying like it isn't. It's just there's too many Toy Story movies. It's probably going to be a nice, fine, wholesome movie. It's just there's too many Toy Stories now. It just kind of made the ending that happened now 16 years ago look really stupid, but and the thing is, I would change the plot slightly. What I would do, guys, is that Andy is the CEO of the Lily Pad Company. He is the CEO. And then Andy sees Woody again, and he's going to feel bad for Woody because he was his childhood toy, and then and then he shuts down the Lily Pad Company because he felt bad for Woody and all of his and Buzz and all of the friends. Or the plot of the movie should have been that Oh, I'm getting really gruesome now. Andy passed away and Woody had to go to the funeral. Isn't that really sad? I don't know. Those are the two plots I would have picked. I think the CEO one's a good idea. Like, it makes Andy the villain. That would actually be such a cool idea, bro. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me. But still, either way, though, this movie is just a dog shit cash grab. It's, like, unbelievable. But, yeah, I don't know. It's... You know, I say this when I'm probably going to end up going to see it in theaters, like all the other movies. Anyways, let me know what you think about Toy Story 5 in the comment section down below, because... Hey, it's fair game, guys, fair game. Anyways, see you guys. I might upload again tomorrow about Minions and Monsters and talk about that trailer tomorrow, so see ya.